This message is to Chicago, Detroit, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Baltimore, and more. Cities all over America: Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, Atlanta. There's a lot of people dying all the time, and there's people who are changing the sound of my voice because they're jealous of me. They're jealous of me because God chose me universally. For example, if you saw an attractive female walking down the street, would you care so much if she's a Christian, a Muslim, or Jew? Whether or not some ugly female says she's chosen or that she's from the master race? Would you say that's an attractive female? That's something that God has allowed. And in this day and age, it's probably because her dad was some kind of scoundrel who used the system and raped by deception to impregnate her mother. And out came this female, who is now an illegitimate child from an illegitimate process. This is part of the problem. The governing class is full of white, Jew, and LGBT supremacists who hate everybody, and by their actions, they hate their families and their races and their groups first and foremost. There's only a complete idiot who's far dumber than the dumbest retard you've ever seen, or someone who's pure evil, who hates their family to the extreme, would mock God and insist that their families keep reproducing, for example, or who would persecute Christ, me. It goes without saying. And so you see, the word martial is marital scrambled as in marriage. The ideal man is obviously the top martial artist. I shouldn't have to explain to you why that is. Okay, do you think a mere scientist or politician or some pretty boy who's a model or some mere athlete playing a game is more ideal than the man of all men? And the Son of God, vir and virtue means man, the most virtuous, Proverbs 16:12. The throne is established in righteousness, New Living Translation, justice. Psalm 45, the most excellent of men, riding forth in the cause of truth, justice, and humility. Not trying to be some techie or some politician or some cop or this, that, or someone in the military or some SOP unit punk. But riding forth in the cause of truth, justice, and humility. The way, the truth, and the life, the way to be ideal. Pretty straightforward. So when I say these rather unfortunate homicides that have occurred recently in Chicago, Detroit, the Bronx, Milwaukee, Baltimore, and elsewhere across America, Oakland, the recent triple homicide, I know for sure that these things occur first and foremost because you're all cheating me out of my right to lead. The streets would respect me. The governing class, not so much. They're some kind of betas, some kind of gender-neutral fools, some kind of wig-wearing sissies and their offspring. But the streets, they would respect what I've accomplished. I'm the top martial artist ever possible. My father is Nigerian. Nigerians are said to be blacker than black, blue black, and black people in the streets on a level of kind of man to man, if you want to call it that, kill the most people in this country proportionally. Otherwise, last I checked, the penitentiary nationwide is said to be 45% black. And of black, again, Nigerians are said to be blacker than black, blue black, and I'm from the top martial artist line of the Igbo tribe. Kuro Obi means black belt. In Japanese, Obi is Igbo spelled backwards. Obi in Igbo means King Heart Hut Essence Center Temple Core. So, of the toughest race, I'm the toughest. Of the soul brothers, I'm the closest to God. And all who cheat me out of my right to lead are rebelling against God. These are the facts here. I know some people have their pride, and that's rather unfortunate. I'm not here to stick my nose up at people. I'm here to do my duty to God. And I want these homicides to stop. I want people to stop being Satanists. I want you to stop being occultists, especially Western occultists, as it is their occult spirit that massacres people around the world historically. 9 million people starve to death and die of hunger-related issues every single year because of the Judeo-Western occult spirit and the LGBT occult spirit. They're basically one and the same. I'm not a racial supremacist. I'm a moral supremacist. Morality, more reality. The way, the truth, and the life. So recently they tampered with my videos and I had to pronounce judgments. And I don't have a lot of memory on my phone. More than one reason people should rally to me. There's a reason why the sound sounds messed up in this video. It has to do with me going through like 7 phones in the last 3-4 years and like 7 or 8 microphones. And there's no excuse for the kind of sabotage that I've endured. If we look at the timeline, I've manned up more than anyone in human history. Why the governing class of the West, especially the American governing class, Israeli, English, they have not been acting like men. They have not been being men. And when I say acting, I mean how you carry yourself. Not acting. You shouldn't be acting, but you should be being in reality. A lot of people have trouble living in reality. In the Bible, it's full of scriptures that prove that I'm right. Why whoever doesn't pick up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. All wish to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted. We hear people saying things like the black man is God. If they think that is the case, if you think that's the case, then why aren't you obeying God through me? Because all who wish to live a godly life, all who wish to come into the Spirit of God and to share in divinity will be persecuted for righteousness' sake. It is them. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Not some kind of church worm, mosque idiot, synagogue fool. These people have been cheating me out of my right to lead, and they haven't even been giving me any money, and they've been telling their women to shun me. And money and livelihood go hand in hand. One should not put money first. No way, no way. But the fact that they've been cheating me out of the things they have, the fact that they've been financially sabotaging me and my family, that comes with a hefty price. Now, some of you might say, oh, he's just blowing smoke. God knows that I'm the top martial artist ever possible, that I'm Christ. And 189,000 people die every day, including hundreds, if not thousands, of rich people and or their immediate family members. And many of them die praying to God. I don't have to harm anyone's flesh. Every day they die whimpering and begging me for mercy. That means I'm in fucking charge.